While shopping in a branch of Zara, Kaylee Feasel decided to pick up some new clothes. However, when she wore one of her newly purchased dresses to work, she eventually realized that something wasn't right. After what Feisal allegedly found left her so horrified that she decided to sue the retailer. Rosalia Mera and Amancio Ortega established Zara in Spain during the 1970s, and the clothing company has since become one of the most successful fast fashion retailers in the world. There are now 2,200 Zara stores globally. In fact, and as of 2016, the firm has an annual turnover of $9 billion. Feisal herself, meanwhile, is a talent agent who grew up in Wilton, Connecticut. She later graduated from Colgate University and began a job at CAA Sports, a branch of the Creative Artists Agency that represents some of the world's biggest athletes. And in 2016, Feisal was living in Manhattan. On July 5th of that year, moreover, the young woman went shopping in Greenwich, Connecticut, and in the process, she stopped by a Zara store where she purchased two off-the-rack dresses. One of them was a dark scoop neck garment. A manufacturer in Turkey had made this particular item, and Feisal parted with $40 to buy it. Then, a few weeks later, Feisal wore the black number for the first time, having removed the dress from her wardrobe and taken off the tags before getting ready. After that, she set off for work to debut her new outfit, having no idea that she'd make a shocking discovery later that day. However, when Feisal was sitting at her desk, she became aware of a very bad smell, and as hard as she tried, she couldn't figure out where it was coming from. While at work, Feisal started to notice a disturbingly pungent odor and was unable to identify the source. A subsequent document from the New York County Supreme Court stated, despite getting up from her desk and walking around, she was unable to escape this odor. The document continued. As Feisal couldn't determine what was causing the smell, though, she tried to disregard it, but it was impossible to ignore the stench as the day went on. Then Feisal noticed something else that was odd. In particular, there was something inside the garment that was making her uncomfortable. Still, the young woman merely assumed that the irritation was down to a thread that had detached from the hem. Indeed, the filing from the New York County Supreme Court recorded that the cause of the sensation felt like a loose string from her dress rubbing against her leg. So Feisal went to adjust the thread and realized that it wasn't what she thought at all, the document added. Without giving it much thought, she reached down with her hand to try and locate the piece of string that was rubbing against her. That's when Feisal apparently found out what was causing the smell, and it was extremely disturbing. The New York County Supreme Court filing explained, to Feisal's utter shock and disbelief, as she ran her hand over the hem of the dress, she felt an unusual bulge, and she suddenly realized that it was not a string that was rubbing against her leg, but it was instead a leg rubbing against her leg. The leg of a dead rodent, that is. Upon finding the true source of the odor, Feisal was apparently appalled and leapt from the chair at her desk in dismay. In fact, her reaction reportedly caused such a furor that people rushed over to see what was going on. Fortunately, though, Feisal had a change of clothing with her, so she dashed off to change her outfit. Then Feisal reportedly saw that her worst fears had come true. She looked up the hem of her skirt and allegedly confirmed that a rodent corpse had been sewn inside. I turned up the seam of the dress and saw that it was not a sensor but a mouse, she told the New York Post. Feisal added, I saw the little leg was coming out of the seam that I had touched, which was really horrifying. I froze. I was paralyzed with fear. I was in complete shock. My eyes saw that it was a mouse, but my brain told myself it can't be. And Feisal's ordeal didn't end there. The customer claims in her legal documents that she also developed a huge rash on her body that her lawyers identified as the result of a rodent-borne disease. Furthermore, Feisal was apparently so furious with Zara for what had happened that she decided to take legal action. As a consequence, then, Feisal filed a lawsuit at the New York County Supreme Court on November 11, 2016. She opted to sue for negligence and personal injuries. In terms of financial recompense, meanwhile, the young woman was seeking unspecified monetary damages. In addition, Feisal claimed that she has suffered and continues to suffer damages, personal injury, and emotional distress because of what happened. A spokesperson for Zara USA told the New York Post, however, that the company is aware of the suit and investigating the matter further. They added, "Zara USA has stringent health and safety standards, and we're committed to ensuring that all of our products meet these rigorous requirements." But Apparel Production Inc. factory owner Teddy Sadaka believes that the mysterious rodent was not put in the hem of the dress accidentally. "I'm thinking it had to be done intentionally," he said to the New York Post. "It looks like a prank from a worker being paid a couple of cents and saying, 'Take that, America.'" Sadaka added, "It's too crazy. I really can't imagine a mouse that would run around those loud sewing machines." And he also advised that customers wanting to avoid a similar incident should look for labels that state "Made in America," since there are better conditions in factories in the United States. Zara apparently declined to settle outside of court, although the outcome of the lawsuit has not been made public. Meanwhile, Faisal is now living in Barcelona, Spain, and while the chain might have lost one patron in the 26-year-old, it seems that not even a dead rodent will keep some of Zara's loyal customers away. For instance, flight attendant Dunya Mielens revealed that she was disgusted at the thought of finding an animal corpse in her clothing. "That's gross. I would scream so loud," the cabin crew member told the New York Post. Still, she admitted that she won't stop shopping at Zara. "I'll be cautious, though," she added. "I'll look closer, take a second look."